Hello everyone, welcome to this short video on a landmark case under the Sales of Goods Act 1930. Today we'll be discussing the case of McDowell and Company Limited versus Commercial Tax Officer 1985, a pivotal judgment in Indian taxation. This presentation is brought to you by Group 14 led by Monica Sadana and her team members. Let's now dive into the case and explore its significance. This case basically questions whether excise duty should be part of a company's turnover. McDowell Co Limited challenged the tax demand, leading to a Supreme Court ruling that reshaped Indian tax laws. In this case, we have McDowell Co Limited, represented by Mr. Rajiv Mehta, arguing against the inclusion of excise duty in turnover. On the other side, the commercial tax officer, Mr. Arvind Prasad, defends the tax demand. The legal battle in the Supreme Court set a precedent in Indian taxation. Now moving on to the courtroom proceedings. The courtroom was filled with anticipation as McDowell and Company Limited presented their argument. They firmly contended that excise duty should not be considered part of their turnover, as it was a statutory obligation collected on behalf of the government, not revenue earned by the company. They emphasized that including it in the turnover would artificially inflate their financial figures and lead to an unjust tax burden. On the other hand, the commercial tax officer argued that turnover represents the total value of transactions, and since excise duty was collected as part of sales, it must be included in the company's turnover. This, they argued, was necessary for maintaining transparency and preventing any underreporting of earnings. Both sides defended their positions with strong legal interpretations, drawing references from taxation, principles, and precedents. The court carefully analyzed the arguments, considering the broader implication of this taxation dispute before moving towards its final verdict. After hearing from both the sides, the Supreme Court ruled that excise duty must be included in turnover as it forms part of total sales revenue. This decision reinforced transparency in taxation and set a key precedent for future cases in India. What are some of the key takeaways we get from this case? This case set a crucial precedent in Indian taxation, clarifying that excise duty is a part of turnover. It reinforced the need for businesses to comply with tax laws transparently. The ruling also highlighted how statutory charges impact financial reporting, ensuring consistency in tax assessments. Overall, it shaped future taxation policies and business accounting practices in India.